firmer, louder, and prouder than ever. So are you guys excited? There you go. That's the energy. Before anything else, before we meet the man of the hour, let's call someone who made all of this possible, the creative director of the project and Fire and Ice Entertainment's Chief Executive Officer. Please welcome Miss Lisa Dino.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Noctos Bar. Thank you so much, Noctos. Dito nagigig si Ice, actually. How many times na? Parang 3 times na, no? So, they've always been a partner, and we're very grateful that they opened their venue para maganap itong ating album launch and the concert launch. So, very, very excited kasi this is such a special and very personal project for Ice. Alam naman natin na si Ice, simula siguro nagkamuwang siya dito sa mundong ito, no? Since he was born at 3 years old, he's already been in the show business. And we've seen him transition not just as a person, his identity, but also as an artist, no? From being an actress, di ba? Child star, nakita natin siyang lumaki na mayroong ka-love team, hanggang sa naging musician siya, and ngayon, you know, wearing many, many hats as a producer, as a director as well. So, being Ice is we had Becoming Ice actually in 2022, and that was more like the trajectory of his 35-year career in the show business. But yun nga, nung nakita natin siya as a persona, nakita natin siya, na-witness natin siya as an artist. But who is the real Ice? Especially being born in this industry at such a young age, how do you separate your personal life with your work life as an artist? So being Ice is that. It's a journey of discovery. It's a journey of being. It's a journey of discovering the human being behind the Ice Sigera or the Ice Sigera that we know as an artist. So that's why it's so personal for him kasi habang nakikita natin siyang nagpe-perform ng duck walk at kung ano-anong mga kanta, ano kaya si Ice sa likod nito? And for the first time, siguro at this point in his life, mas naging bukas siya para i-share yung ganong klaseng vulnerability sa audience niya. Being Ice album is a representation of that. This is the first all-original album of Ice. Imagine, after 38 years in the industry, with all of these singer-songwriters venturing into their first participation dito sa ating industriya as singers, as performers, yun agad sila, singer-songwriter sila. Pero si Ice, he's been amazing at interpreting other people's songs. Actually, sometimes mas better pa, 'di ba? Yung version niya sa kanila. And that has always been something that he's taken pride of. But sharing his song and really bringing out yung mga innermost thoughts niya, his fears, his grief, his joy, yung mga gusto niyang i-share sa mga audience niya, mawi-witness natin lahat yon sa Being Ice album. And I know that you're very excited kasi i-share niyo sa inyo yung iba sa mga kanta. So imagine after Being Ice album, which is going to drop on August 8, you get to experience it live on September 12 and 13. So Being Ice Live, the concert experience, is a 2-night experience of Ice. One as your favorite singer na makikikanta sa inyo, makiki-enjoy. It's his birthday. You sing it wrong, you sing it loud. It's okay because it's Ai's birthday. Masaya siya, bababa siya sa audience. At kakantahin niya ang mga paboritong kanta natin sa videoke. On the second night is a more emotional experience that he wants to share with everyone. This is him showing his vulnerable side. And yun nga, kung ano yung nakwento ko sa inyo kanina about the process kung paano niya ginawa yung Being Ice album, may experience natin yon live with Ice on the second night. So, we call it Being Ice Live because this is what Ice is all about. The fun Ice, the Ice that will sing your favorite songs, that will perform your favorite songs, is also what Ice is to everyone. And of course, ngayon na he's gotten to this point in his life na he can embrace himself, not just the goodness about him, but also the things that he's scared to share. And I guess with the recent passing of Mommy Karing, mas lalong nagkaroon ng meaning itong Being Ice kasi for the first time in his life, he's untethered. Hindi na siya nakatay sa kahit anong image na gustong ibigay ng mga tao sa kanya or sa mga responsibilidad na kailangan niyang gawin sa buhay. So, I, as his wife, as his manager, as the producer of the show, is very, very excited because yung klase ng pagbubukas na ibibigay ni Ice para sa concert na to at yung binuhos niya para sa album na to ay, I guess, I would say a culmination of the 38 years that he's been in the business. So I hope na makasama namin kayo at mag-enjoy kayo sa paglabas ng album, and I hope that we can all be part of Ice's concert on September 12 and 13. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Miss Liza. Maraming salamat po. And now, joining you on stage, tawagin na natin, let's all give a warm welcome sa nag-iisang singer, actor, director, advocate, cultural icon, and the heart and soul of Being Ice. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Ice Seguera. Para kaya pa ng mas malakas po, no? Ayun, hello, Direct Ice. Good morning. Let's all greet our friends and family here. Ayan.
Hi!
Hello, parang nakatulog yata sila sa sarap ng food. Ayan, hello. There you go.
Hi, kumusta po kayong lahat? Hi guys. Hi. Thank you so much for being here.
Ay.
Ako nasa balon.
Ayan, papaangatin muna natin si Direk Ice sa balon. But yes,
So habang
congratulations.
nag-aayos siya, ayan, nakita ko kasi ang aming partner. So, this album is the first album na ilalabas ng Fire and Ice Music. This is our own label in partnership with Star Music. So, nandito si John and si Rox. Yan talagang mga partners in crime ni Ice to make sure na talagang hindi lang magiging special itong album na to, pero talagang something din talaga na ma-appreciate ng ating mga audience.
Hello po and welcome. Thank you so much po for joining us. And yes, Direk, congratulations once again sa Being Ice album.
Thank you.
Alright, so meron na po kaming few questions for you, Direk Ice. Alam kong madaming na-share si Miss Liza na magagandang stories, background behind Being Ice. But what does this album really mean to you po, Direk?
Wow. Kagaya sinabi ni Liza kanina, this is the first talaga na all-original album. It took me a while kasi I'm sure most of you know naman na mula bata ako hanggang ngayon, di ba, parang being in this industry, masasabi ko na mas nanaig yung fear ko to fail. Because alam ko din na if I fail, like, okay, to put context, if I write my own songs, feeling ko naman I can write my own songs, but feeling ko nun, hindi ako na-encourage to do that and to go that route kasi may pressure sa akin na, oh, it has to be a hit. It has to be like this. And feeling ko, if hindi nag-hit yung isang kanta, at ako ang may sulat, delikado yung livelihood namin eh. And of course, ako yung breadwinner ng family. So, na-equate ko siyang ganon. So for the longest time, hindi ako naging matapang to share my thoughts, to share what I'm really feeling. Kasi I was afraid to fail. I was afraid to make mistakes. Yeah.
Wow. It took you 38 years, direct, no? And finally, masaya kami na nandito ka na lumalabas ka louder, prouder, and braver. So, congratulations, Direk. And after 10 years, Direk, 10 years since your last album.
Yeah.
So, bakit po ngayon lang po natin nailabas tong Being Eyes?
Siguro kasi nga, alam mo yung ang daming, ang tagal mo nang iniisip, pero never nangyayari. And siguro siguro kailangan ko rin na nasa tamang frame of mind ako, I had to mature. Kasi nga I think that's always the challenge when you release something na very personal. It's an original thing. Especially with my type of music. It's very quiet, di ba? Hindi siya yung uso ngayon, ika nga. But siguro it took me 10 years or probably more to mature. To accept if things don't go my way, okay lang. I can always move forward. Kasi before, feeling ko nun, if I fail on something, katapusan na ng karir ko eh. And hindi ko maatim yun. Alam mo yun, hindi ko kakayanin yun eh. As in, before, takot ako nun na pag nasabihan na hindi maganda yung ginawa ko, oh my God. Parang, pwedeng, after nito, wala na akong work. And for me kasi, yun nga eh, parang, ang tagal ko rin nilabanan yung, ano ba ako talaga? Artist ba ako talaga? Or what? Alam mo yun? Kasi, feeling ko talaga, unlike other artists na, di ba, you know, they write to express their feelings, di ba? They do all these things to express themselves. I don't know if you'd believe me, but it wasn't really like that for me. It was a job. Trabaho ko siya. Pero ngayon ko masasabi na I can own the word artist because parang finally I can own what I'm putting out there. I can own if I make mistakes. I can own failures. The way that I know I can also own success.
We love that. And I am sure, dito sa pinakabagong album mo, Direk, hindi rin tayo iwan ng ating mga friends, right? We will support you all the way, Direk. So congratulations and we are so proud of you.
Thank you, thank you.
And now, I know na-release na yung few songs from the album and ang daming emosyon. Kaya naman, are you guys ready to listen some of the songs from Being Eyes? Yes, there you go. Excited na silang lahat. Kaya naman, huwag na natin patagalin pa. Direk, are you ready?
I think so.
Yes, I love it. Kaya naman, tawagin na rin natin, joining Direk Eyes on stage, the Pogi Boys. Yes, yay. Congratulations. Let us call in the Pogi Boys, Ivan Lee Espinosa on keys, Budets Jacinto on percussion, Ralph Bates on lead guitar, and Abby Clotario on keyboard 2 and backing vocals. Here's Ice Higuera performing live songs from the Being Eyes album. Give it up for Ice.
Parang bagong kain naman kayo, di ba? Kain mo mas malakas pa dyan, di ba? Alright. So, the first song I'll be performing is called Shelter of the Broken. So, itong Shelter of the Broken, nagsimula ito bilang isang rambling. Lahat naman tayo, I'm sure, di ba, pag may nararamdaman tayo, nilalagay natin yun sa papel, tama? Sinusulat natin yung mga nararamdaman natin. And it was during the pandemic when I started writing, wala pang title that time, when I started writing what I was feeling. I wrote it a few days after I wanted to, you know, end things. I'm sure most of you know naman, I have depression. And during the pandemic, I really felt like wala na akong purpose sa buhay because I lost my work. And malaking bagay sa identity ko, sa pagkakakilala ko kung sino ako, ay ang trabaho ko. At yung ability ko to provide for my family. And because I lost my work, I felt like, ano bang purpose ko dito sa mundo, di ba? And then, it was just there. It was just on my laptop. And hindi ko alam, nalimutan ko nga kung paano nangyari, but I showed it to, you know, our producer Jonathan. And then parang, and sabi niya, he knows the right person to make sense of all the chaos that I wrote there. And it was Trisha Denise, an amazing, very young, but amazing songwriter who helped me basically put structure, and she wrote the music, which is very, very beautiful. So I hope you like this song, and more than liking it, I hope that sana dun sa mga panahon na feeling ninyo wala kayong makakapitan, sa mga panahon na feeling nyo lost kayo, I hope this song will help remind you that there's always hope. Salamat po. Ito naman pong susunod na kanta ay, ang title nito ay Wag na lang pala. Ito po ang pinakamagatandang kanta dun sa album. Pinakamatanda kasi una ko po itong ginawa, hindi pa po ganun kaganda yung buhay ko kasi wala pa si Lisa noon. Ah, nasimulan ko siya, honestly, as a songwriting exercise. Hirap po kasi ako talagang magsimula ng isang kanta. Kaya marami akong kantang nagagawa nun. Ang lagi niyang simula, paano ko sasabihin, paano ko masisimulan. Kasi hindi ko alam kung ano sasabihin ko, at saka kung paano ko sisimulan yung mga bagay-bagay. Hanggang sa nanganak na siya ng nanganak, and it became a story about a person na meron siyang mahal na tao. Pero kahit anong gawin niya, hindi niya masabi dun sa tao na yun. Kasi takot siyang pwedeng mawala yung tao na yun once nalaman niya kung ano yung nararamdaman. So in short, friend zone. Parang ikaw ba yun? Hindi naman. Kasi parang nagtuturoan kayo ganyan eh. But yun nga, hindi ko pa matapos yung kanta nun. Tapos ito yung pinakamatandang kantang nasulat, pero ito yung pinakahuling na ilagay sa album. Kasi naalala ko, medyo nabuo na namin yung lineup nun. And then I was like, looking at my notes lang. And then I saw this song. Eh, hindi pa siya kumpleto nun. So sabi ko kay Lisa nun, love, can we sit down and try to write this song together and finish it? And then, sa hindi niyo po nalalaman, ang asawa ko po, bukod po sa lahat ng mga alam niyo kung ano siya, she's also an amazing songwriter. And tinulungan niya po ako mabuo itong kanta na to and to put a very beautiful spin dito sa song na to. So this song is called Wag na lang pala. And I dedicate this po sa mga tao na naduduwag dahil hindi masabi ang kanilang nararamdaman. Paano ko sasabihin? Paano ko ba sisimulan na aminin ang lahat ng nasa piling? Maintindihan mo kaya magalit sa akin? Kaya mo kayang tanggapin mga sikreto na tagaw ng kumikimkim? Pagpasensyahan niyo na, mahirap lang talaga sabihin ang lahat na nadarama. Ikaw ang mahal, wala nang iba. Mula noong una pa tayo nagkakilala, sana'y iyong maintindihan at huwag akong layuan. Hindi ko lang mapigil ang nararamdaman. Di na, kung hindi ko na maliliis ikaw na puso at ng aking damdamin, aaminin ko na, matatanggap mo ba pag sinabi ng lahat ng nadarama? Ikaw ang mahal, wala nang iba. Mula noong una pa tayo nagkakilala, sana'y iyong maintindihan at huwag akong layuan. At huwag akong layuan kung di ko lang mapigil. Ikaw ang naman noong una pa lang. Kahit alam ko sa'yo ay kaibigan lang, hindi mo matatapos na tayo malaman. Kaya wag na lang pala. Wag na lang Thank you po. Salamat. Okay lang po kayong lahat? Nag-enjoy naman kayo? Okay, buti naman kung gano'n. Parang kulang at may beer, no? Kompleto na. Kasi may sisig eh. Ito naman pong huli namin kakantahin ay isa pong siguro masasabi ko na dito po sa lahat ng mga kanta dito sa album na to. Ito po yung pinakamasakit na nasulat for me. Pinakamasakit because this used to be a poem na nilagay ko lang po sa Facebook ko. I think a few days after my dad passed away. Nasulat ko to kasi I'm sure you all know na mas si Mami yung lagi kong nakakasama, di ba? As in, especially sa mga press na nandito, nakakasalamuhan yung nanay ko, siya yung ma-PR sa aming dalawa. But of course, si Daddy, siya yung mas quiet kasi, mas quiet siyang tao. Hindi siya kagaya ni Mami na mas sanay sa showbiz world. And growing up, lahat naman po tayo, meron tayong siguro love language na ine-expect sa mga magulang natin, di ba? Alam natin na kapag nanay, siya yung nagbibigay ng ng pag-aaruga, tama? Ang tatay ay provider, right? But of course, growing up sa mundo na to, it was very different for me. Because I also became a provider at 3 years old. And at that time, I felt that my dad wasn't there. He was working, pero I felt like nasa akin yung bulto ng bagay-bagay. So for the longest time, meron ako sama ng loob sa daddy ko. Kasi, hala! Usap muna kayo dyan. Ayun, kasi parang feeling ko, nag-iisa ko na mag-take care ng mga bagay-bagay for the family. But things changed when I became a dad too. And na-realize ko na, yeah, he may not be, the provider that I was expecting him to be. Kasi mas malaki talaga yung sweldo ko eh. Kasi airpot ko sa government siya nag-work. So mas maliit talaga. At maraming tao nakatira sa bahay namin noon. So hindi niya rin talaga kakayanin. But hindi ko makakalimutan yun. Nung lumipat na sila ng bahay, mas maliit na lang yung pamilyang inaalagaan niya. That's when I started feeling and seeing my dad as the provider na matagal ko nang hinanap. As in, hindi ko makakalimutan yun nung yung unang Pasko, at least in my memory, na hindi ako gumastos for Noche Buena, na meron ng hamon. And, yun. Post muna kayo ulit. Entertain yourselves while I compose myself. And that's when we started being closer. Kasi si Daddy, naging sweet na rin siya sa akin. Like, ano ba? Aga-aga. Naging sweet na rin siya sa akin. every day, he would text me kung, good morning, nag-almusal ka na ba? Kamusta ka? Nagtanghalian ka na ba? Gabi, kumain ka na ba ng dinner? I love you. Araw-araw yan, no fail. And then doon ko nakita yung support na binibigay niya sa akin. Ever since pala bata ako. The fact na yung nanay ko yung katabi ko sa kama, ang laking bagay nun. Kasi nung nagkaanak kami, pag yung anak namin nasa kama, uy, hindi ko makatabi yung asawa ko. Pero siya, ever since, he took a backseat. Just to make sure na my mom was able to take care of me. Siya yung nagbebenta ng mga album ko kasi uso nun, di ba? Uso nun yung piracy, di ba? So, ang dami mo nabibiling mga fake na mga CD nun eh. Kaya sa Airpat, bumibili yan ng mga bulto-bulto na CD, nilalako niya yan sa mga kaopisina niya. Siya yung nagdadala ng gamit ko sa mga gig. He was there. And it sucks lang that I only realized that he was there when he was already sick. So, I tried, at least, dun sa mga times na natitira pa, to make new memories with my dad. So anyway, this song, Nandyan Ka, is about that. It's a song that I wrote na while I have regrets that I wasn't able to see agad all the good things and all the support that my dad has given me. Ano ba? I'm still grateful that he was there. And he's always been there. So yeah. Happy birthday. Okay. So anyway, this song is Nandyan Ka. And when we were choosing the songs that will be included in the album, our producer Jonathan Manalo volunteered to write the music for this song. It's a very beautiful song. So palakpakan po natin si Jonathan, he's right here. So, yeah, I hope you like it.
Nandiyan ka lang pala, di ko man lang nakita. Simpleng ngiti at tapat sa tuwing ako'y nanulumbay. Nandiyan ka lang, diyan ka lang pala, at ni minsan hindi nag-iwan. Di ko man lang napansin ang pagmamahal ng paligid. Ang
the mic. Maraming salamat po for the mic.
Hindi naman kayo bigay eh.
And yes, thank you so much for your talent, Direk, for your music. Alam kong ang daming emosyon ang nararamdaman dito sa room na ito, but yes, we are so grateful sa stories mo, Direk. Thank you for sharing a huge part of you. So, did you guys enjoy that? Yes, at guys, 3 lang po yan sa 8 napakagagandang awitin na mapapakinggan natin sa Being Eyes album. So, ang mga narinig po natin na kanta, ang Shelter of the Broken, Wag na lang pala at Nandyan Ka, ay available na po ang kanilang music video and lyric video sa YouTube channel po ni Direk Ice Higuera. So just go to @Ice Higuera Official sa YouTube. And of course, a huge shout out and big thanks to the powerhouse team behind the Being Ice album, our producers, Ice Higuera, Lisa Dino, Jonathan Manalo, and Mike Villegas. Palakpakan po natin sila. And yes, I know you guys are excited na mapakinggan ang buong album. So malapit na po yan. August 8 na po sa lahat ng major streaming platforms nationwide, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, at kung saan po kayo nakikinig ng inyong mga music. So once again, palakpakan natin ang Being Eyes album! Palakpakan natin, yes! There you go! Medyo nagdinilay-nilay pa at nagre-reflect pa sa mga narinig na songs. But yes, again, maraming salamat po for your support for Being Eyes album. Hindi lang po yan ang ating pasabog ngayong afternoon dahil aside from this exciting and much anticipated album, ay meron pa pong isang project, ang Fire and Ice Live, para sa ating lahat. Bago natin pag-usapan yan, ay maglalaro muna tayo! Yay! Parang nagulat si Sir dahil dyan kayo po